Going to record, and here we go. So good morning, everyone. We are going to start out this morning very briefly, kind of going around the circle. We are all aware of each other. This is a group of people that have been to the CCC more times than me, but Norma is new, so we want to introduce ourselves to Norma and let her know where we're from, a little bit about ourselves, and what we're looking forward to with CCC. So I'll go last. Elsie, I'll let you go first. On the spot in the morning.
I'll try to make this short because you know how I love to talk. I'm Elsie Ritzenheim. I'm from Shelby Township, Michigan, which is a suburb northwest of Detroit, sort of between Detroit and Port Huron, Michigan, Sarnia, Canada area. And I'm a former and still really doing education work, an author and a lover of the CCC process. I was there 2 years ago, couldn't make it last year, and I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to reconnect with people that I've learned to love and to care for, including Talia and Kathy and Ted, among others. And also it's an opportunity for me to reflect on where I am personally and where I am in community around the topics that we're going to talk about. So it's a retreat opportunity for me, but it's also an opportunity for me to look at myself through an even deeper lens and see where it is that my life is at this stage. And it's I find it to be an invaluable experience.
Thank you. Thalia, how about you?
Okay. All right, let's see. I also like to talk, so I will try to keep my short. Ted's really, he knows, of course. You all do. Anyway, yes, I live in Corrales, New Mexico, near Albuquerque, actually right on the edge between the two. And just recently moved from San Diego and back to New Mexico, which I've loved, even the last 8 years we've lived in San Diego. But you know, it's really, I see wonder in where we're placed. I wouldn't have gotten so involved in CCC and working with Barbara Marks Hubbard if I hadn't lived close to LA. At that time, she was coming there and we got together, and several of us met there from the CCC. So that was 6 years ago last February. And I'm just really grateful for that union. And now that we can come together again here every day, every year, it's just what a wonderful way to keep these soul connections alive. And this co-creative thing is just what I was getting this morning. I was just telling Dave, and I were just talking about it, that I feel like we're called to be masters of co-creation. To master, I mean, this is not an easy thing, this co-creation. And we're trying to understand it. And we call ourselves the co-creators, but I think we're still learning. So, and it is a wonderful time of reunion and just coming into maybe just a focus. This is when we're together, we're focused on this pattern, as well as of course, we're stay up all night with each other just to get catching up as well sometimes. But anyway, I'm really grateful to be here. And Leanne, I'm so glad to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you. Wonderful. And Ted and Kathy, how about you guys?
Yeah. We live in Boulder, Colorado, and it's an awesome place, and it's also very close to Loveland, so it's only an hour away. So we've been involved very much, especially the last 2 years, as part of the organizing committee, which you're familiar with now, Leanne. And we've just had such a wonderful experience in being part of the Co-Creators Convergence. Our first year, we were part of a group that came together, and we called ourselves the Inner Game of Leadership. And 4 of us from that time have continued to meet almost weekly for 4 years now. And again, that's just been relationships. David, Talia's husband, is part of that group. And it's just been that depth of relationship that we established has just been so meaningful to our lives in so many ways. And so we look forward each year to CCC. This year, I'm really looking forward to not having the responsibilities of planning and getting up in the morning for morning breakfast and meeting with our group and planning the details of the day. And so I'm looking forward to deepening relationships with a lot of people. And we sort of saw that last year where we expanded so large to 55 people that 65, holy cow. Anyway, and so it was very difficult, like you said, Talia, to really get to know someone like Leanne, who was there, but we didn't have that real close communication. So I'm really looking forward to this year, really developing those really deep relationships with people who are coming for the first time, or people who we haven't had those opportunities before. And that's what the beauty of having the extra day, I think, is going to be awesome in terms of having more free time to really establish those relationships. So that's what I'm really looking forward to this year.
And I'm Kathy Mason. Again, we live in Boulder, Colorado. This will be our 5th year of CCC, and it'll be our first time we have not worked it. All 4 years we've been part of the crew, and unless I get roped into the decoration committee, which I haven't volunteered for, so we'll see. So that used to be mostly because of proximity to the ranch, and now Noelle and Bob will be at the ranch, so they might not require my help for that. One of the things I'd like to say about CCC is it's a love bath. There's kind of a recognition of everyone that you meet, whether you get to know them on a deep level or not, but a frequency kind of recognition of family, or soul family, if you want to call it that. When you go there, there's kind of a feeling of being home, and it's not the location, it's the people. And the first year, just so you know what I mean, the first year we were there, I own a marketing company, and we were doing marketing, and at the end of the event we were asked to take video shots for testimonials for the next year to advertise it, and we had to actually turn off the lights to capture some of the people's video testimonial because they were glowing. They were literally like a Reiki light body glow, and the camera couldn't render them without us turning off the lights. So that's what CCC is to me. When you reactivate your light body like that in group, that's, who could miss that once you've experienced it?
Right, absolutely. I totally agree that, Kathy, you said it beautifully. Last year was my first year. I'm Leanne Heltzel. I am from, at this point in my life, everywhere. I'm on the road. So I'm originally from Ohio, but last summer I got on the road after CCC. And so I am currently in Pittsburgh, but I'm en route to Chicago and then Colorado. I'm hoping to spend at least a month or 2 in Colorado. So if anybody knows of any house sitting gigs or any, living space there, anybody needing any help, I would love to know about it. I own a marketing firm, and I work with also helping people cross over through the active dying process.
Wow.
And the last year was my first year, and you're absolutely right, Kathy. It's like this bath. It's like you can't even explain it, because you're having this intellectual experience of just people sharing their incredible gifts. So you're having that experience, and then of course the energetic experience that's happening. So it really, it's so, I love that we called this year's Heartful, because it really truly is. So with that, we welcome Norma to our group. We're going to send you this recording, Norma. We send you much love and blessings, and we so look forward to meeting you in person, and hopefully in 2 weeks on the next call. And this call, we're all past participants, so we probably don't need to know any information about transportation or the logistics of Sunrise Ranch, because everybody knows that. But anybody, of course, can reach out to me at any point. If you do have any questions about anything, Norma, feel free to call me anytime to reach out about that. So the main thing that we want to talk about is what this group's purpose is before and actually after. We're going to have 2 more calls, and we've devised a process to go through in order to have our group and all the other groups combined energetically. And I know this is what happened last year, but we're trying to take it to the next level. So Jenna Venko, if you remember Jennifer from last year, we've kind of adapted one of her deep Entelechy meditations, and Entelechy is just another word for higher self. Mm-hmm. So whenever any group comes together, we each have our higher selves, but now our little chamber has its own Entelechy, all of our energetic pieces of us are coming together to form its own Entelechy. So we're going to have a deep process meditation in 2 weeks about going into that Entelechy together, and we're going to have our little experience in our chamber, but the other chambers are all having the same identical experience, so that when we get together for that first evening at CCC, we can have the whole group will be together. So we're going to be really deepening ourselves as much as possible, even entering into the event. So we'll be doing that in 2 weeks, and that's going to take about a half an hour. And what we're just going to ask for that time, for that half an hour, of course, we'll talk for another half an hour too. If there's any questions, we'll talk about the meditation. But for that half an hour meditation, if everybody can have a candle and just be able to really be in a quiet space so that you can go into meditation. And after, we will want to talk about it. In 2 weeks, I'll have a group picture of everyone like she did for us last year. And hopefully we'll have more people. Do want to say, please reach out we have more spots open. So if you hear of anybody else that would like to join us. So hopefully in those next 2 calls, we have some additional people in our chamber as well. So really just the candle, anything you would do if you went through a deep process, if you like to journal afterwards, whatever you have in those needs, have that ready. And who knows where I will be. I might not even have a candle, but we'll just try to have candles. I'm not sure where I'll be in 2 weeks. I'll probably be en route to Colorado. So really just, the focus this year is around the heart. And if anybody does have, I know we talked to Elsie. If anybody does have a process that they do want to share with the group, let us know. I know, Ted, you're going to be sharing with us as well. So really looking forward to getting all of those organized for the 4 days that we're together. So again, we're going to try to do more outdoors. We're going to have the music of the plants devices. So we're going to have some trees playing some music, and every year, guys, it's just like this like a carryover from last year. How can we expand even more? So we're putting the programming together now, and it's really, really coming together. It's going to be really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. If anybody has any questions at all, go right ahead. Yes?
I was just wondering, Leon, just to get to know you a little better about who you are. I saw that you were associated in that video or that interview that you did with Tim Ryan. Are you associated with the Peace Pentagon?
Yes, I am. Are you familiar with the Peace Pentagon?
Yes, yeah, to a certain extent. I've never been there, but I'd love to find out more.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I sit on the board of the Oracle Institute, which is the overriding company or organization for the Peace Pentagon. And it's an intentional community there as well. It's located in the mountains in Virginia, top of a mountain, absolutely beautiful. The Peace Pentagon was built from, downloads of this need for a place within the United States for world leaders to come and organize peace, very much like Camp David is, where people go and, speak to organizing war, manipulation. And so when Barbara Marx Hubbard was there visiting, she saw it and said, this is the feminine of, this is the opposite. This is the feminine. We need this in the world. So the Peace Pentagon is a pentagon shaped, and it's a very sacred land, and that is the goal. It's in the process of being finished inside, but it's a beautiful community. And I one of the things that I'm on the road to do is to discover community. I intend to live in an intentional community, like so many of us, right? Ted, you said it in your email today. So many people are talking about returning to the tribe, returning to living in community. So when I got on the road, I have a lot of clients that are intentional communities, but I'm learning a lot more beyond that. This is a community. We're in community right now. We're going to be joining our bigger family in a couple weeks. So it is an absolutely marvelous place. If anybody can ever have a chance to get out there to Virginia to see that. So I'm on the road, living in surrender. I made the decision that my work could expand, but it couldn't expand sitting in my little townhouse in Ohio, and that I needed to have an experience outside of that. All of my clients I meet on Skype or Zoom, and I just decided I'm getting rid of everything. I will tell my clients, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, just provide some housing, and I'm off. So that's what I've been up to. And I told myself a year, but I'm having way too much fun. I'm absolutely going to be doing it longer. When I was at the Peace Pentagon, at the Valley of Light is the community there, she was just like, Leanne, like, you can have a tiny home here. There's an existing home here. I could absolutely do that. But I said, I'm giving myself a year to just, live in this surrender and go wherever. So I was just in New Hampshire on 70 acres down a dirt road at the worst part of their winter. And that was magical. I've never experienced quiet to the degree that I experienced quiet. So Kathy, we had a conversation, and again, thanks so much for that conversation. It was so helpful. But yeah, I was like, there were like 5 feet of snow outside. So when I left, there was still snow. So I'm just falling in love with every area that I'm in. I absolutely fell in love with New Mexico. I was there last fall and absolutely love New Mexico. So I'll be spending some time, Elsie, in Michigan in August. So, it's quite an adventure. And I know I'm going to love Colorado. So I just plan to be there for hopefully part of May, June, into July. Who knows? I don't know.
Great. It sounds like you're a peace pilgrim.
I like that. I like that. I'm just a peace pilgrim that comes from the Peace Pentagon. And
I like that too.
Yeah. So Did everybody, I think everybody got me pictures. Did everybody get me pictures? Okay. Well, please do that, or I'll end up snagging them off of Facebook somewhere. So if you could send me those, any picture will do. And then has everybody filled out the Survey Monkey? Okay.
Yeah.
So please do that as well. And because I'm in charge of putting the yearbook together, and you want to make that easy on me, so I'm not doing that the night before. Yeah, it took on that role, and so I've got to get to it. So I'll probably be finding out this week who has or hasn't in all the other groups. But if you guys could please do that, and as well as if there's anything that you will want to share with us process-wise or anything, let us know, because we are in the planning stages. So other than that, if anybody have any other questions, everybody good on transportation?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
I still have to get a flight.
Okay.
Once I do that, but I have the number that Bob provided for the shuttle, so once I decide what the configuration is, I'll call her and arrange to get up.
Okay, great. And there is the Facebook
problem with that, though, Leanne. I'll let you know.
Okay, good. Because there is a Facebook page, and I know that there are several people that are going to be using that. So maybe you can get the times together and save some money there. But other than that, we'll be ready in 2 weeks to go deep and go from there. If everybody is in agreement to go even an hour later in 2 weeks, I'm okay with that. I know that helps everybody out that's, out west. So, and I'll probably be closer to you. I'll at least be 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. So,
actually, Leanne, next week, I'm running a tennis camp that starts at 9:00.
This will be 2 weeks. This will be in 2 weeks.
That's what I'm talking about. 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of two things. If you want to move it back an hour, I won't be able to make any of it. If you keep it at 9:00 our time, I could do the first half hour and then jump in the car and maybe be on the phone for the rest of it, but be driving. So if that enters into it, but if you need to move it back an hour, then I'll just miss it and sort of be there.
Okay, so you're saying 9:00 your time, which is Mountain Time, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Wait, this time.
He's saying 8:00.
Keep it at 8:00. If we keep it at 8:00, I can make the first half hour.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I jump in the car and go.
Okay.
And keep it at the same time that we're doing that.
Okay, good. So we'll do that.
So the conflict is between beauty, sleep, and Ted's tennis.
Okay, well, how about this? Ted
I can take a nap later anyway, so.
Yeah, you can just, well, we're going to be in meditation. So like we don't have to be on video I usually put up my still picture because, my eyes are closed anyway. So you could be doing that and you could be just in your PJs.
Yeah, but that'll work as long as the half hour is the first half hour.
Right.
So I'm not meditating while I'm driving.
Okay. That sounds good. And of course, if people can't make it, but it is really good when you do a deep process to be live with it. So
that sounds good.
And I've done this many times with Jennifer, and it is a really lovely process. So it allows us to be having that group experience.
Great.
Wonderful. Okay, well, if there are no other questions, we can end this call, and we'll see each other same time in 2 weeks and go through that. I need to, I'm getting on the road tomorrow morning and got new brakes on yesterday, and they're making some bizarre sound. So I'm getting my car back in to have them fix whatever they did so that I can have a solid car driving out to.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Safe journeys.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure when I get there. I'll get there hopefully like a week or two prior. So So Ted and Kathy, hopefully I can see you. And hopefully, hopefully you don't get dragged into doing anything prior.
It'd just be interesting to have that experience. That's all. It's not that I mind, but it'd be nice to not have any responsibility and just get to really spend time with people. That would be wonderful.
No, I think you should do that, Kathy. I think that'd be really good for you.
Boundaries are my lesson in life.
Well,
Good.
me as your chamber leader, I will try to do what I can to make sure that happens, because you're absolutely right. You need to have that experience.
Oh, I wanted to tell you too. My brother is not registered for CCC, but he's going to be there. My brother Eric.
The one in Longmont?
Yes, he's in Longmont.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So he's, he did come one other year. I forgot which year it was, but he had a good experience. And I don't know, he helped take care of Noelle and Bob's dog Boomer, who had come, and he's really good with animals. He's not such a people person, which, I think community would be wonderful for him, but he's going to use it as a personal retreat and then come to eat with us. And if you guys would like to befriend him, he's wonderful, honest, sincere person. So I just wanted to share you guys with him and give him a chance to be with us as much as he'd like.
And what is his name again?
His name is Eric Sorensen.
Okay. Well, we will definitely do that.
Thank you.
We'll make him a community person.
We'll make him a community person. That would be great.
Yeah.
So Talia, are you going to be in Panama on our next call?
Let's see. We leave. Yes, I will be in Panama on the next call, but I can get on Zoom. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, their internet is good down there.
See how it works. It seems like. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Their internet is good down there. It's the electricity that goes out.
Oh.
When Bob was down there, we'd be on a call, and the internet's strong, but then they'll lose power. So, we'll take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
How exciting! So you can give us a preview of what it's like. When Noelle was there, she walked her laptop through the whole place and showed me what it was. It was like a TV show where she walks you through the palace. I mean, it's remarkable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did that for us too. Yeah, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Plus the nature down there. It's just
the flowers, the gardens.
Right.
The little stream, river, or whatever it is. I'm looking forward to just sitting with my back up to a tree and relaxing.
Good.
In the ground, grounding.
Absolutely.
Go up and see the volcano.
Oh, and then there's the
Volcan Baru. Yeah, that's really a great hike up there.
Oh, great hike. Have you done it?
Yeah. So I spent one night in Boquete, which is David, and then Boquete, and then Volcan is a little bit higher, but it's a great little hike.
Oh, how far?
I don't know, not very far.
About 10 miles.
Let's get the details.
No. Take the short trip. Don't go long. Just be in nature and walk a few hundred yards.
Thank you, Ted. What a great suggestion.
Baby steps. Don't try to take on the whole volcano.
Awesome. Okay, great. Well, everyone, it was so great to be together today, and we'll see you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Leanne, for all your work. I know you guys have put in a tremendous amount of energy and
Thank
you. To go, so we really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
I just look forward to being together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get it.
You too.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you,
Okay,
guys.
bye.
Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.